Welcome back to another Blueprint video. I'm Ghost, and in today's video, I'll be showcasing the Super Bowler Smash at the very top of Legends, and hopefully you'll learn a new trick or two here today. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, and first up here today, we have Anthony, my boy, over here with rocking the Super Bowler Smash. Now, this base was pretty common. I remember like a season or two ago when this base actually became pretty popular at that top of Legends against, those Sarch. But as you can see, this rage value right here, pretty insane. He's got 2 Expo, Scatter, and a multi, and likewise on the other side, it's a quad rage as well. So let's start off here. Now, what he's essentially doing is starting that Fling Flinger early because it's pretty good value there. He's essentially clearing the entire 6 o'clock side, and has a wall breaker already opened in front of the Town Hall, so what it presumes to be a Town Hall charge to essentially negate this poison so that he can send his smash into the monolith right after that Town Hall poison wears off. So as you can see here, he's doing a Yeti, he's doing a King now over towards 9 o'clock to ensure that that funnel for that Queen is created. Now, with this attack, or this kind of approach, you kind of need the entire 9 o'clock side, the entire 6 o'clock side cleared off. And as you can see, he's doing a brilliant job of doing that right now, because after this, he can send the smash right into this monolith where this Queen is going into. So charging the Town Hall basically just eliminates the Town Hall Giga Poison so that the bowlers can just move really quickly into that monolith so that he can actually save his Warden ability until he gets further deeper into the base. So as you can see here, the King actually got stuck on some, I believe that was archers there. That was a little unfortunate, but he did not get the scatter. The Fling Flinger is, however, on that right side, going to be able to get that scatter shot. Now, that wall breaker, not sure if you noticed, actually opened all the way towards that CC to where he can actually use that jump towards that right back end of the base. And that was really, really super nice of a approach there, being able to wall breaker right dead middle into the core of the base. So here, he's got 2 freezes. He's got a rage. It's all about time at this point. He is getting some bowlers split. The bowlers are going towards that scatter, and then the Queen is going off towards 3 o'clock doing Queen things. But nonetheless, again, he still has 1 rage, 1 freeze left in the bag. He's still got Yetis. He's still got Queen ability intact. Now, this look is looking pretty good, other than just the fact that it would be coming down close on time. But he's not looking like he's going to run into any of those issues. He's going to use the rage on the RC and use one of these freeze maybe on this back end. Probably doesn't look like it. Yeah, he does use 1 freeze there, but he is going to have that other one flex. So again, a really nice triple by Anthony here. Something that you don't really kind of see nowadays because people like to go adjacent to Town Hall. But here again, charging the Town Hall and taking advantage of that exposed Town Hall. So let's dive into our next replay of the day. Next up is my boy Anthony, yet again with the Super Bowlers. He is going to take a similar approach here as the previous replay. However, the only difference is that now, if you can notice, there is going to be an Invis Tower of the Town Hall, and there is 2 ground expos there as well, with the course the Warden and the King. So obviously, this is going to be a lot harder in terms of damage-wise and trying to get the Town Hall, just because it's 2 expos, and of course that Invis Tower is there. So he is going to start off the Fling Flinger super early there at 6 o'clock just to try to get that funnel created super early so that none of his bowlers are going to be walking out. Because again, the funnel, when you're doing this approach, is super, super important, and timing is going to be critical, just because if you don't have these exterior buildings cleared out, then the bowlers have a possibility of going left or possibility of going right instead of going dead middle into the core. So again, Anthony is already starting with the early Yeti funnel on that left-hand side just so that he get his King to go the correct way. The Queen is actually moving right into the Town Hall. That is nice that he wall broke left and also wall broke right just to see where the Queen would step in. So King is going in for the air defense now. As you can see, the Skelly in front of the Town Hall actually made it a little bit easier so that the Queen wouldn't step into range of the Giga Poison. And, well, the healers wouldn't step into range of that Inferno. So again, here comes the bowlers. The King is actually turning right back into the Expo, which is nice here. The Flame Flinger is still working on the right-hand side. The jump, again, this jump just leads open into the entire back end, the Eagle, the entire core scatter in those Expos. So yeah, having all of those bowlers, the King and those Ice Golem just moving in there is super, super nice for him. So yep, it's just a matter of being able to have enough for that back end. The RC is unfortunately a little bit running right into the Tesla farm, but again, with the queen being able to reach the scatters, both scatters on both sides, and everything is accessible inside of this core. He is just going to have enough to swarm through this back end. So yeah, that baby dragon on that right hand side actually took down that scatter. It is working on that expo. And here the queen is actually getting locked onto the single, which is going to force the ability, but he still has that freeze intact. It still has RC coming around that other end of the base as well. So yeah, a nice approach here, just a little shaky at the start just because there was like more damage there, and being able to manage that invis was the most important thing of this hit. But lucky for him, he was able to manage that perfectly and get this triple on the board. So now let's jump into our next replay to where we're highlighting diamond bases. And next we are moving on to diamond bases. Now the main reason why I kind of want to highlight this is because like some people, when they see teaser base, well, this is more like a teaser base than it is of a diamond, but anyways, with the CC being exposed and this town hall being the way it is, people do tend to have a lot of issues when it comes to approaching this with Super Bowler Smash. So Swifty actually does a really good job at managing this entire attack. So I wanted to highlight this because a lot of these teaser bases are going to have CCs on the outside. So to start things off with, Swifty actually does the queen with the healers, and actually what he actually did here was actually put the Titan in front of the queen as well to basically help assist with the damage of that CC to help push through those archers and of course through that king. So that was really super nice there. I didn't even think of that being possible, but again, Swifty unfortunately did lose the queen ability, so here it would be a little bit tricky. He is starting the Flame Flinger on this top 12-11 side, and he's also doing the Yeti towards that right hand side. So similar idea to what Anthony kind of did initially on box bases, but now Swifty is actually bringing this to a teaser base. So that Rage Tower does go off, and he is going to use that invis so that he can get the damage switched to the Ice Golems, and of course the King and the Bowlers are actually coming in now. Now he does use a Skelly in front of this Monolith so that the RC, the Rage Queen, the Expo, and the Monolith are all actually locked onto it rather than his heroes and push gets targeted. So again, moving on, the wall breakers actually got targeted into the core, which is super nice because now this Smash has nowhere to go other than going straight right into the middle of the base. Now he drops the jump to get access into the back end, and look, he still has this Warden ability intact. So again, this kind of a approach is super nice because being able to charge that Town Hall at the start and then use a Flame Flanger to funnel one side, Yeti or the King on the other, and to just spam it right into the middle. So Swifty actually does a great job at executing this attack, being able to manage the CC early, take advantage of the teaser base, and go right into the gut of the core with that one jump that no one actually predicts. So really nice job, well executed attack by Swifty here, being able to swag 2 freezes on this attack, not really common, and the RC ability. Having all 4 hero alive is really crazy. So again, great job by Swifty. Now let's take a look at the next one he has in store. Alright, next up we do have Swifty himself again on a diamond base. Now this one is slightly a little bit different than the other one that we previously saw because this one actually has that rage in those expos. So a lot more damage actually in front of this town hall, but nonetheless, it's not going to discourage Swifty himself because yes, he is going to want to walk in front of all of this damage here. So what he's essentially going for after, I believe it's just this one expo here. And once he eliminates that, this Flame Flinger is going to be able to target that Town Hall because that builder right there, as you can see, if the Flame Flinger actually shoots that builder, it's actually going to activate the Town Hall. So the main important thing here was making sure that he doesn't actually trigger that rage because then that rage expo onto this warden would actually be pretty deadly there. So again, Swifty here is now working on that funnel with the Yeti down on this left hand side of the base. He forces that funnel so that he can see exactly where this push is essentially going with now. So he's going to send his entire smash in there. Now the Rocket Loon's actually going right into the warden ability, so he does a great job at actually just using that warden ability just to protect his entire smash. So his Ice Golems are still alive. The King is working towards that 8 o'clock side. He is going to jump this Bowlers right actually into the middle of the base there. Other than not being able to get the Monolith, he is going to have to use like a Skelly and maybe potentially his RC on that side just to be able to take that down. So again, here comes that bow. The Bowlers and the Smash actually got locked onto both of those core heroes, so that was actually nice so that his King and RC wouldn't actually have to deal with that. As you can see, the Flinger does actually work its way and actually took down that Town Hall, so that was super nice, as now this CC timing coming out with that Rage being aggro is not going to be that effective later on because you can see his Queen is still alive and is going to circle its way back towards that Town Hall. So yep, he still has a rage or the freeze. He is going to actually use this freeze through this for this RC to kind of actually push this RC through the back end because he noticed that he needs to get this Expo and Inferno down before that rage actually comes back up. So he is going to freeze that rage there just so that it has no possibility of being able to activate again, as it's just a matter of time and just being able to have enough power to get through the back end. His RC is going to push through the Expo. The Queen is now alive. She's generate her health back. And again, with that Diggy stun onto the Expo, it should be GG's here. So again, a little different of a base here. A really toxic one in terms of just all the damage in front of the Town Hall. But Swifty does a great job at managing this push and pushing for this triple. So great job to Swifty himself. And huge shout out to Swifty and Anthony for those replays of the day. So next up, we're going to take a look at a hit that I did with Super Bowlers. All right, and here we are here with the last replay of the day. It's none other than myself with the Super Bowler Smash. Now, first thing off, you can notice the time. The hit actually took roughly like 220, 230-ish. So again, this hit is actually super, super fast because again, you have like so many spells to work with in terms of rages. So to start things off here, we are going to Warden Walk basically just to get the scatter shot here and eliminate this left side funnel. And of course, we need something to funnel the right. So what we're going to do is have the Flame Flinger cover that right side of the funnel to pick off the other scatter shot. And of course, all these additional defenses here that just popped up will be extra for that Flame Flinger. Because the whole idea of this attack is to get my smash into the middle of the base and go into the Town Hall, because again, with this one jump right there, you can access the entire base from there again. So something a little different than what Anthony has done, because Anthony on box bases, he did both of those replays, charge the Town Hall, and then again, that one jump being able to access the whole base is the same scenario right here as well. So another thing to kind of take advantage of here was that this Rage Inferno was not too useful for the base, because having two Ice Golems there kind of defeated the purpose of that Inferno, because I got to that Inferno super early, or was able to have the Ice Golem freeze it 2 times. Was really super nice. So yep, the bowlers took it down before it could have done any damage to my bowler smash. I have the king going in. Unfortunately, he does not actually go into the base. He's going to work on the scatter shot and take down the RC on the other end, which is not the end of the world, because with the smash, you are pretty flexible on a lot of things just because you have so many spells to work with. So here, I'm going to actually use that Warden ability just to preserve their health and making sure that they actually get to the Town Hall, because 2 Infernos, a Queen, and a Monolith could do a lot of damage. So that's why I kind of used that Warden ability and also incorporated that invisibility spell just to make sure my smash is going to live to get that Town Hall. So as you can see here, not much left. Really, I could have gotten it with the Queen ability as well, but unfortunately, I just went ahead and used the RC for time's sake. And yes, with the Skelly and the free spell, it is going to be crushed. So really nice approach here. It's something that's pretty common actually. Warden Walking just mainly focused on funneling and narrowing down the path and having that vision for that. So again, I guess that's what it takes when it comes to watching Anthony and Swifty play bowlers a lot. So huge shout out to them for helping me learn this army. So yep, really nice triple there with the Super Bowler Smash. Something different than what Anthony and Swifty has done for us today. Alright, and that'll do it for today. Again, I want to give a huge thanks to both Swifty and Anthony for allowing me to cover their bowler smash at the top of Legends today. Additionally, I will link the army comp down below in the comments for you guys, but if you like this video, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, and make sure you guys also are subscribed, if not already. But until then guys, I'll catch you all in the very next one. Ghost out.